Good Tuesday, everyone. Welcome to GardenStateWeather.com and GardenStateWeather.blogspot.com, providing superior forecasting for the northern Mid-Atlantic region 24 hours a day. I'm forecaster Robert Smith on this still mild Tuesday for November on the East Coast. Lots of weather out in the plains and out in the west. We'll get to that in a moment. This is the video forecast discussion for Tuesday, the 17th of November, 2015. A backdoor cold front cleared the region last night. Early this morning, it's now down through the southern mid-Atlantic coastal states, and we've got high pressure in control of our weather this morning as temperatures continue to rebound from the chilly upper 30s over interior sections and out on eastern Long Island. In fact, we have some temperatures this morning with the clear skies in the upper 20s below freezing in portions of the Hudson River Valley area. And the dew points are very dry. The winds are now all out of the northeast at about 10 miles an hour. They're a little gusty around the airports this morning and down through southern New Jersey as well, northeast at 12 gusts to 18. Pressures are on the rise. It's going to be another mild day today, slightly cooler than it was yesterday with an onshore flow, but it's going to be very warm. By the time we get to Thursday, we could be talking about temperatures in the 60s and 70s again, and then everything comes to a crashing halt after that. Morning surface chart from WeatherRoanoke.com. Digital atmosphere software shows the backdoor cold front now through the southern mid-Atlantic. High pressure across southern Quebec and Montreal here, ridging all the way down through the northern mid-Atlantic coast states with a light northeasterly flow now. That's going to mean slightly cooler temperatures than we experienced yesterday, but still mild under this domain of high pressure as it slides off the coast. Lots of precipitation. We've had numerous reports of tornadoes, snow, rain, thunderstorms, wind damage through the central and southern plains yesterday and into the Sierra Nevada Rockies, and we'll get into that in just a moment. Watches, warnings, and advisories. We have small craft advisories now for the central Jersey coast down through the southern areas here of the Delmarva and the Back Bays as well. These are in effect until Wednesday morning for northeast winds, early becoming easterly at 10 to 20 knots, gust up to 25 knots, seas 3 to 5 feet. And on the aviational weather deck this morning, we have VFR conditions continuing. Some cirrus at about 25,000 building across the region. High pressure to our north. Onshore flow continues across the area. Some stratocumulus clouds around 25 to 3,500 feet may develop later this morning to our east and move onshore across mostly southern New Jersey and the Delmarva. And so they could have some lower ceilings there at Atlantic City, Millville, and at Wilmington with some scattered lower clouds further north. These clouds could continue into the overnight hours and may spread northward during the night. Winds will remain generally northeast at around 5 to 10 knots early, then becoming gusty later this morning into the early afternoon. Gusts will drop off later in the afternoon. Easterly winds at 5 to 10 knots during tonight. Some early morning possible fog on Wednesday, then VFR conditions expected. Highs generally in control of our weather pattern ahead of an approaching cold front, moderate confidence there. Wednesday night and Thursday, showers expected mainly from late Wednesday night into Thursday, lowering conditions to MVFR or IFR. The rain will likely be heavy at times on Thursday. A rumble of thunder cannot be ruled out, especially south on Thursday. Timing of the cold front has slowed with the latest guidance, and the wind shift from the cold frontal passage itself from west to east will happen later on Thursday evening. Thursday night conditions gradually improve to VFR with showers expected to end from west to east. The cold front clears the coast. High confidence of that. Right now going into the weekend, Friday and Saturday mainly VFR as high pressure builds into the area, and there's a high confidence of that. Right now outside of Newark it's 40. That's a little chilly. 2.27, dew point 59. The wind is northeast at 10. A few clouds out to jet stream level at 25,000. And we're expecting scattered to broken clouds through the morning and afternoon hours with VFR conditions in place. Philadelphia 48, dew point 32, humidity 54%. The wind is northeast at 10. Visibilities are 10. Scattered clouds at 25,000. And generally VFR conditions in place. Close-up inspection of the visible satellite as it passes overhead. Mostly clear skies, some cirrus to our south and west this morning. Also showing up on the water vapor channel. All the lifting now going on through Kentucky and the southern plains here as that large storm system heads up towards the Great Lakes and drags the cold front to the east. And right now we have no precipitation and very little, if any, precipitation expected over the next 24 hours until late tomorrow night. Thursday is the troubled spot around here, and this is the beginning of the wall of rain to our southwest this morning. Over the last 24 hours, we've had wind damage reports here from Los Angeles down to San Diego on Monday. Also parts of Las Vegas reporting thunderstorm wind damage yesterday, late last night on Monday night, and across, of course, with New Mexico, Texas, back into Oklahoma here, and into portions of Kansas, just east of Colorado, we had strong thunderstorm wind damage. We had quite a bit of snow here too through the Sierra Mountains here in California, over a foot of snow in some cases, also throughout portions of Nevada, and of course portions of Colorado got hit hard yesterday, especially around the Denver area. Those outflow boundaries made very strong winds around the Los Angeles area down to San Diego yesterday. We had wind gusts in the 60s and 70s, and also through the southern plains here in the Colorado Rockies, New Mexico, and portions of Texas had wind gusts yesterday, non-thunderstorm wind gust above 50 to 60 miles per hour. And of course we had the regular thunderstorm wind gust of over 60 miles per hour as well. There was quite a lot of snow across this region, as we mentioned yesterday, over a foot in many cases across the Sierra Nevadas here, and also across the Intermountains of the Rockies here, especially Denver and portions of northern New Mexico. We had a couple of blizzard warnings out here too in Colorado around Denver, with blowing and drifting snow this morning, and moderate to heavy rain across portions of the forecast region as well. Numerous reports of tornadoes yesterday across portions of Texas, right through Kansas and portions of Nebraska, and this severe weather threat is ongoing and lifting to the north during today. National View current analysis here. Here's our backdoor cold front now making its way down through the Washington, D.C. area and down into the Virginias here. High pressure Quebec down to Montreal. Northeast flow across the eastern United States. Look at all the southerly flow here across the southern and central plains here. Deep low pressure area developing right east of the Colorado Rockies this morning into Kansas, with severe weather in this area here. And all of this is moving towards the north and east, and will be moving into the Great Lakes, dragging this cold front slowly through the region by Thursday and Thursday night, with showers and thunderstorms along it. And meanwhile, out here in the Vancouver area, also portions of Seattle getting in on more clouds and more stormy weather as the polar jet stream continues to bring in one storm after another into the northwestern Pacific. I should say the northeastern Pacific. Overlaid with the satellite imagery this morning, here's our deep storm system here cutting east across the eastern Colorado Rockies here into the central plains this morning. And lots of rainfall. We'll show you that on Doppler radar in just a moment. Here's our next system in the western regions of the northwestern United States near Seattle and Portland here. Also, this storm system plowing right into the coastline. Is going to be additional heavy precipitation in this area across Washington, Seattle, Portland during the next 24 hours. And it's stormy across the nation this morning. We've got freeze warnings out here in Southern California. Also portions of Phoenix down to Tucson, freeze warnings are in effect. Look at all of these watches warning boxes here. Winter weather advisories. We've got blizzard warnings out here in the Colorado Rockies for blowing and drifting snow. High wind warnings to the south as this area of deep low pressure heads up towards the Great Lakes region very slowly. Out ahead of it, a squall line. And we've got numerous severe thunderstorm watch boxes this morning, and an area of a tornado watch here in central and southern Texas down through San Antonio this morning, with moderate bands of rain, strong gusty winds and outflow boundaries in these thunderstorms in this squall line this morning, and the continuation of moderate to heavy blowing and drifting snow across the Colorado Rockies up towards Nebraska. Forecasted temperatures today right around 50 with a northeast wind here in New York City, 56 in Philadelphia. And we get to the day on Wednesday, temperatures are going to begin to modify a little bit as the high moves off the coast. We got 55 in New York City, forecasted high around 61 in Philadelphia. Thursday, that's the mild day. Temperatures really could blossom. 65 in the city, up to 66 or lower 70s here in Philadelphia. A good bet before the cold front comes through with the showers and thunderstorms and gusty winds and heavy downpours on Thursday afternoon and Thursday night. By the time we get to Friday, temperatures are really going to cool down so substantially. Still above normal here, around 57 in New York City, 55 in Philadelphia. Saturday, we cool down even more. Temperatures back down to around 50 degrees across the forecast region. Sunday looks quite chilly around here too, as the dome of cool air rides across the northeastern United States. Temperatures either side of 50 degrees, and we could be in a chilly forecast here by the time we get to Monday, as the cold pool is on top of us. Temperatures again either side of 50 degrees, which is around normal for this time of the year. Forecasted charts for this afternoon: high pressure in control, onshore northeast winds, so a little chilly out there. As we go through the day today into tonight and tomorrow, we'll find the biggest watch boxes here across the southern plains here with this deep low pressure area. And of course, the southeastern United States has to be monitored in the bayou areas here, Arkansas, Tennessee, portions of Mississippi and Louisiana too. And by that time on Wednesday and Wednesday morning, again, the severe weather will be to our south and west as the front includes here, deep low pressure moving into Canada. and lots of snow across the northern portions as this storm system plows into the northwest. And the storm system by Thursday drags the cold front through the region Thursday afternoon and Thursday evening. Strong low-level jet. Warm front moving in. May not make it all the way through the region before the occlusion happens on Thursday afternoon. It's going to be windy, gusty, heavy, moderate downpours, and even some rumbles of thunder around here on Thursday afternoon and Thursday evening before the secondary front comes through over the weekend and really begins to chill us down. We'll start off with the NAM model guidance this morning. High pressure is in control. Here's our warm front moving through. Here's that squall line now as it moves through the region to our south and west, developing across the region on Thursday morning. That showers and thunderstorms could be moving through with moderate to heavy downpours. Could be looking at 1-2 inches, even locally 3, and higher amounts of convection on Thursday afternoon and Thursday night before the front finally clears the coast. GFS is playing it similar with the band of rain, even an area of low pressure developing and moving along the front, slowing the front up as it makes its way through the region on Thursday night, early Friday morning, with the showers and thunderstorms moving off the coast. And another low quickly spins up, moves through the Ohio Valley into southeastern Canada, the St. Lawrence River Valley area. Blustery winds and even some downwind northwesterly flow snow squalls could make it into the mountains of the Poconos, southeastern New York's Adirondack region, and also Lake Erie and Lake Ontario here, Lake Huron here across the region on Sunday as the cool pool begins to move in. High pressure begins to build in across the forecast region for the early part of next week. But still, we're going to be under a dome of relatively chilly air for this time of the year, being that we've been so mild recently. So big changes in the weather are afoot, and we'll be monitoring it all in live fashion on GardenStateWeather.com, GardenStateWeather.blogspot.com, Twitter, Facebook, and Google+. I'm forecaster Robert Smith. You have a great Tuesday.